let's talk some Miami recruiting. We didn't originally plan to talk Miami recruiting right here, but we're going to do it because Miami pulled a shocker last night. They landed offensive lineman Max Buchanan on 300 offensive linemen from Sanford Seminole, and Miami is hot right now on the recruiting trail, and there could be more. We're going to talk about a borderline 5-star now that's been trending to Iowa in Yosei Epinesa, but the number 37 ranked prospect overall from the state of Illinois, now you hear it could be Miami?
Well, Josh, I think a lot of people have made the assumption that he would be an Iowa lean because of the strong family ties to the university with his father playing there, his two older brothers, AJ and Eric, playing at Iowa. But him being the younger brother, he also has a sister that played volleyball at Purdue. Him being the youngest brother, I think he's leaning towards spreading his wings and doing his own thing right now. And the two programs that I'm looking closest to in this recruitment right now is Miami, where he took an official visit this past weekend, and Utah, the program that was first to offer him when he was in middle school. The strength coach at Utah was the best man in his father's wedding. Coach Joe Salavea at Miami, him and his father, Epi, they go back to the days at America Samoa, and they've known each other since they were kids. So strong family ties begin the foundational interest in those programs and knowing that he would be taken care of. So those are two programs that I'm certainly looking at closely. And then don't sleep on Penn State. They got the first official visit, and they absolutely crushed it in the way they play defense there, how prolific they are with tackles for loss and sacks, leading the nation in those categories last year. James Franklin and company getting a lot of players drafted at the point of attack also makes them exciting. But Miami and Utah are in a good spot for Yosei Epinesa coming out of this official visit this past weekend to Coral Gables with Joe Salavea. They call him the Hall of Famer Jason Taylor. They love what Mario Cristobal has done in getting Miami on the right track to return them to prominence. He's been to Miami 3 times. They have a great shot to land him. There's some serious inroads with Utah. He's been there a couple times as well. So the Utes and the Hurricanes, I think, are the ones that I'm watching closest for Yosei Epinesa. Iowa's in there, of course, and Penn State rounding out the 4 finalists.
Yeah, Miami, no stranger to going inside the state of Illinois for some of the best defensive linemen in that state. Let's move to the south a little bit. Defensive lineman Herbert Scroggins, he's going to make a decision tomorrow. 4-star from Savannah, Georgia. He's a defensive lineman. He goes 6'3", 215. Another one that could be trending in Miami's direction, but we're going to find out more tomorrow.
Yeah, at one point I really liked Auburn in this recruitment, but he takes his official visit to Miami and gushes about the opportunities that Miami can give him to develop him as a player. Again, having Jason Taylor on your staff with his track record of as a player is very exciting to these recruits when they come visit. But not only that, Jason Taylor is just one of the best humans, does a great job of building meaningful, genuine relationships with top Miami targets. And so it's more than just, hey, come play for Jason Taylor, the Hall of Famer. It's come play for Jason Taylor, the Hall of Famer, that also has put a lot of time and interest in me and cares about me and wants to mold me into the best person and player I can be. And I think that really stood out to him and his family on his latest official visit. And now Miami is trending going into his decision on Friday. Miami also trying to land today, Josh, not sure if it'll be announced before or after we go live. 4-star defensive back Chris Ewald. They're battling Georgia down the stretch. Former Michigan commit. I like the way that's setting up for Miami too right now. They're chasing another top 5 class. Cristobal is a closer. His staff goes as hard as anybody, and those are 3 big-time targets for Miami that they have a great shot to land.
Yeah, so Miami fans that are just tuning in to recruiting right now because it's the middle of the offseason and see Miami ranked, I think they're 18, 19 in the top 20 right now, but there should be no concern because it seems like Miami is about to heat up on a similar run to the way they did last year, where they hit it really hard at the end of summer into the fall. What do you think the ceiling is for this Miami class in 2025?
Well, I think when all's said and done, you look at guys that are out there like 5-star DJ Pickett. Look, if Miami has the season that they're planning to have this fall, they're going to be in on some major targets. There's a lot of guys keeping Miami warm. They're even swinging on guys like Elijah Griffin, number 1 defensive lineman in the country. And we've seen Miami throw their weight around on the trail. And if they're able to back that up with a great season. They've invested a lot in this season with a couple great recruiting classes. They've gone hard in the transfer portal. So this is a team expecting to have a big campaign. And if they do that, I think you'll see guys like DJ Pickett ultimately in the fold for Miami as well.
Yeah. All right, Miami fans, let us know how we feeling about Miami recruiting as we head into commitment season. Some big ones on the horizon. Let me and Steve know. Comment section below.